The reality is that everybody has the opportunity to become wealthy, but certain people's habits are impeding their ability to do so. Fortunately, you will change your ways and develop true wealth if you recognize and fix these bad habits. When you compare the habits of the wealthy to the habits of the poor, one of the first things you notice is that the poorest people do things that the richest people don't. Many traditional means of passing the time, such as watching TV or lounging in a bed in the morning, are simply not done by the wealthy. In this video, I'll share with you 10 money habits that are keeping you down. Everything from number 10 to the top of our rundown might give you some amazing tricks and hacks, so be sure to stay until the end. Let's jump straight into the video. Number 10. Focus on saving only. Savings will never make you wealthy. What do you intend to save to become a millionaire if you earn $100,000 per year? To become a millionaire, you must invest all of the money you can gain for the next 10 years. What are your plans for the future? A person would have to eat. You might save a few dollars by having regular coffee instead of Starbucks. But what are your plans for the money that would make you wealthy? Concentrate on increasing your earnings. Either increase the size of your income stream or create more income streams. Savings are not a source of revenue. It's an out-of-pocket expense. Your savings are worth about as much as the fat on your belly if you do nothing for them. Is simply being fat saving? Is it of any interest to you? It's a potential that's weighing you down, just like all those donuts. Number 9. Spending more and more. When you have the opportunity, it's never a bad idea to improve your quality of living. If, on the other hand, you are always searching for new ways to invest your money, you will quickly find yourself in a difficult situation. It would be impossible to save money if you continued to increase your spending in combination with some increase in your salary, or even without it. Maintain a steady level of investment when searching for opportunities to raise your revenue. That's how you get to the top. Number 8. Relying only on fate. In extremely rare instances, like when deciding between a red and a blue skirt, you might rely on luck or fate. Rich people, on the other hand, feel that they should take their own course in life when it comes to genuinely important things. About 90% of the poor accuse fate and other uncontrollable causes for their suffering. Rather than engaging in their own education, they waste money on psychics and lottery tickets to try and boost their well-being. Have you ever wasted your money on such things? We would love to hear the story. Let us know in the comment section. And hey, you, don't go anywhere. We have something amazing at number 1. Number 7. Keeping the wrong company. Have you ever been around a negative or pessimistic person and just walked away? Have you ever been around someone who makes you smile and makes you feel better every day? People who are constantly searching for faults, assigning blame and nitpicking are toxic. Poor people like staying in their comfort zone because they interact with people they perceive to be superior to. Protecting one's ego is more important to the weak than admitting ignorance. Rich people, on the other hand, surround themselves with people who are smarter. Rich people understand the importance of having a positive outlook. If they hang out with people who complain about the environment, question the government, and talk harshly about the state of the economy on a daily basis, they will most definitely do the same. If somebody is constantly depleting your moral reserves, do yourself a favor and minimize your time with them. You'll be surprised how rapidly you recover your motivation and desire to fulfill your goals. Stay away from negative individuals. Surround yourself with positive, like-minded people who inspire you to develop into a better version of yourself. Number 6. Reading books or watching Netflix. I'm not saying that it's a bad idea to watch a TV show when you're free, but watching too much? A big no. When a poor person needs to relax, he or she collapses on the sofa and watches Netflix. They may also play video games. They may even be scrolling through social media. They fall into the nearest cushioned seat and allow themselves to be manipulated by an electronic device. The rich, on the other hand, do not. They seek mental exercise that is genuinely restorative rather than one that is merely distracting. The wealthy set aside time to watch television, although in most instances they don't watch it at all. Number 5. Not taking risks. Life is full of risks, and those who take more risks find their lives more meaningful. The average poor person is anxious about taking a risk. He'd rather remain in his comfortable surroundings. Since they have a long-term outlook, the rich are willing to take the difficult path. Even though life is tough now, they realize that their decisions today will help them greatly in the future, so they persevere and keep their eyes on the prize. You too could become prosperous and wealthy if you remain focused and do as the wealthy do. You might think that number 5 is quite amazing, but wait till you see what's coming in at number 1. Number 4. No motivation. When you have a desire to move, you are motivated. This is known as moving for a goal. Poor people have no good reason to make deliberate choices or make required sacrifices. If you want to be successful, you must first figure out why you want to be successful. Everybody has a set of goals. It is important to continue making strides and finding ways to develop yourself along the way. Regrettably, this is easier said than done. You may encounter an unexpected roadblock, or you may find that completing a task is much more difficult than you intended. When this happens, it is possible to get overwhelmed and lose your inspiration. However, it is important to not let that get to you. Any step you take towards achieving a goal advances you towards that goal. It's merely the first step towards self-improvement. Stay motivated and energetic. Number 3. Working for money only. Are you one of them? Are you working for money only? It's okay. The majority of people here are of the same thinking. However, rich people put in the effort to learn. The average person seeks employment in order to pay their bills and live comfortably. On the other hand, people who not only succeed but excel at what they do, work hard and learn on the job. It's all over the place. Poor people are forced to live paycheck to paycheck, barely scraping by. Rich people continue to develop their skills and abilities and grow through the ranks. You'll be stuck working for money if you make money your end goal, rather than improving your skills and abilities to gain more money. Trust me, you'll be better off and well on your way to success if you work hard to learn. Number 2. Hating your job. I think this one is about me. Well, not me only, surely. Do you hate your job? But what about rich people? I'm in love with what I do. 85% of financially successful people agree with this assertion. Poor people see their professions as having more drawbacks. You'll probably agree that increasing your income is difficult if you have this kind of mindset. Instead of whining, if you don't like your work, you should simply change it. It makes sense to do something that you're passionate about. When you do something that you love, you're going to be more creative and bring your best work to the world. Number 1. Focusing only on the present. Hey folks, you made it to our number 1. When faced with a dilemma that's difficult to fix, most people tend to ignore it. That is a tragedy waiting to happen. The same analogy applies to most poor people's financial situation. They tend to concentrate on their immediate needs, hoping that their potential requirements can be fulfilled in some way. When making a financial decision, it's crucial to keep the future in mind. Although it's important to focus on the here and now, make every effort to save for the future. With this, we've reached the end of today's video on the 10 habits that will keep you from getting rich. If you enjoyed it, then give us a thumbs up and ring the notification bell button for our latest video updates. Don't forget to let us know what you think in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and see you next time with some more amazing content.